Hello dear students, welcome to my computer science class. We were discussing the chapter computer network of class 7. So we have studied about what is a computer network, the size of network, then we discussed about different network hardware components, then we discussed about why network is needed, and then the different types of network. That network is basically of three types: the local area network, the metropolitan area network, and the wide area network. And internet is an example of the WAN or wide area network. Now, computers connected to servers are called workstations. All the computers that are connected to a server is called as a workstation. In a network, in a networking atmosphere or environment, what is there? There's a server and there are the client computers. So these computers are called as the workstations. Now, LAN is capable of transmitting data at a very fast rate, much faster than the data that is transmitted to you over the internet. So in a LAN or local area networking, because networking is done in a comparatively smaller area, the speed of data transmission is very fast. If you compare the speed of network data transfer in case of wide area network, that is your internet, and LAN, you will find that the speed of data transfer in case of LAN is very fast. Then a WAN uses multiplexers to connect local and metropolitan networks to global communication networks like the internet. So in case of WAN, we have multiplexers which connects the LAN and metropolitan area networks together, and they form the global networking like our internet. Now let us start with network topology. What is network topology? It is the arrangement when there is a networking. So there is a definite pattern of arrangement of the different computers and the other devices in a network, and that definite pattern is called as the network topology. So in networking, the term topology refers to the layout structure of connected computers and devices on a network. So the layout, that means how they are connected to each other and to the main computer, is called as the network topology. So the basic few categories of network topology are: a bus network consists of a single central cable to which all computers and other devices are connected. Then on a star network, all of the computers and devices nodes on the network connected to a central device, thus forming a star. So in case of a bus network, this is a bus network. There is a central cable. This is the central cable, and with this central cable the other devices are connected. Like a bus, when you enter a bus, there is an aisle and there are seats for the passengers on both the sides. In the same way, there is a central cable and the other devices are connected to this central cable. Then in a star network, there is a central device. This is the central device, and all the other computers and other devices are connected to this central device. So this is the central device, this computer is connected, these different computers and other devices are connected in a star fashion. Now the third type is a ring network or ring topology. In a ring network, a cable forms a closed loop. This is a closed loop or a circular loop with all computers and devices arranged along the ring. And these are the different devices in which are connected to the network, to each other. So this is the diagram of a bus network. This is the central cable, and as I have told earlier, that each computer connected or each device which is connected to the which is connected in the network is called as a node. So these are the different nodes. This is the central cable and these are the different nodes. This is a node, this is a node, this computer is a node, this is also a node. So this is a bus topology or bus network. Then the second, the ring network, as I have told, they form a closed loop. These are the nodes, the different nodes are there and they form a closed loop. This node is connected to this file server, this computer, these are the different devices which are connected in a ring network, and this is the star network. This is the central computer or central device, and each device is connected here. So in case of ring network, they form a closed loop, but no closed loop is here. Each node is connected in the center through a central device. Now the network operating system, how this networking operates. So it is, this network operating system is mainly of two types. First type is peer-to-peer network. A network of two or more computers that uses the same program or same type of programs to communicate and share data is called a peer-to-peer type of network. So in case of peer-to-peer network type, all the computers, they share and communicate equally. They have they're equal in terms of their responsibilities or the files that they can exchange or share. So each computer or peer is considered equal in terms of responsibilities, and each acts as a server to the others in the network. So here there is no demarcation that this is the server computer and these are the client computer. All the devices, they act as a server to the other devices. Peer-to-peer network works best in a small environment. So this type of networking is best for a small network like around 10 computers. All the computers on network require individual administration and maintenance. One should not use peer-to-peer network in case more than 10 computers are to be connected together. So in this case, because each computer is acting as a server for the other computer, so in this type of network operating system, all the computers require proper administration and maintenance like that of a server, and it is not suggested to connect more than 10 computers in a peer-to-peer networking environment. Now, the second type of network operating system is client-server network. A network in which one or more computers are designated as servers and the other computers on the network called client can request services from the server is known as client-server network. So in this case of networking, few of the computers, they are designated as servers. It can be one or it can be more than one. They are servers and they are actually the main computers that have all the programs, that have all the administrative rights. And the client computers, they request the services or the programs or the different informations from the server, and the server provides those information. So what is a server? A server, sometimes called as the host computer, controls access to the hardware and software on the network and provides a centralized storage area for programs, data and information. When a user connects to the server, then applications, files, printers and other information become available. So in this server is also called as host computer, and it has all the rights and access to all the hardware and software components in the network, and it is centralized. Like, and the other computers, what they do, they ask these files or the programs or the access to the other devices from the server. Suppose if a system wants to connect to the printer to take a printout, he has to ask the server for the permission. So some servers are called dedicated servers which perform a specific task. So in a few cases there is a single server and it performs all the tasks, but in few of the cases they are dedicated servers. So there are many servers, more than one servers, and they work specifically. One server is there to perform a certain task, then the second server is there to perform another task, like that. Now, for example, a file server stores and manages files. So there is a file server, there is a print server, a database server, network server, a web server, and they perform a specific task only. Like a file server will only manage the files part, a print server will only manage the printers and all the documents to be printed. A database server or stores the database and provide the access to these database to the client computers. Then there is a network server which manages the network trafficking, and a web server, it provides the or it delivers the requested web pages to the client computer. Now, what is a client? A client is a computer system that relies on server for all the resources. For example, a server might store a network version of word processing program. Every client on the network can access the word processing program on the server. So what is a client? Client computer does not have all the rights, or it has to take permission from the server computer to access the different networking devices like the printer, the scanners, or any data information or database that it requires. So this completes your chapter. There is a box of update your knowledge. Peer-to-peer networks are designated primarily for small to medium local area networks. I have already told that not more than 10 computers should be connected in case of peer-to-peer networks. AppleShare and Windows for Workgroups are example of peer-to-peer network operating systems. So these two, AppleShare and Windows for Workgroups, they are example of peer-to-peer network operating system, and Novel Network and Windows NT servers are example of client-server network. And this network operating system provides the mechanism to integrate all components of network and allows multiple users to share the same resources simultaneously. So through this network operating system, a user can use all the devices and the resources simultaneously. So this completes your chapter. I hope students you have enjoyed this chapter, you have understood this chapter well, and read the chapter also. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me. So till then students, in the next part we will complete the question answers and other exercises of this chapter. Thank you students.